Hello, friends, and welcome to the return of Looking at Stamps. This is episode 312. I have been on a hiatus because I have returned to work at the theater, and my schedule has changed, and so I am now back to hopefully hosting daily episodes of Looking at Stamps. This week we are going to concentrate on new stamp releases that were released in the interim. This is the Emilio Sanchez stamp set. The first day of issue was June the 10th, 2021. This has been a very hard stamp set to get here in New York City. I just think that the post office fell behind. There was no auto shipment of this particular stamp set, so the post office had to order them directly, and I think there was a lack of interest by most people, and even USPS was delayed in sending these out. But nonetheless, I have found a set, and so that's what we're going to look at today. Now, I'm reading from the USPS site. And it says, Emilio Sanchez was best known for his architectural paintings and lithographs. He explored the effects of light and shadow to emphasize the abstract geometry of his subjects. His artwork encompasses his Cuban heritage as well as his long life in New York City. It also continues, his early subjects include houses and other buildings in Mexico, the Caribbean, and the United States, where he became a naturalized citizen in 1968. However, he remained especially drawn to Cuban architecture, which features a mix of Victorian, colonial, and rustic rural styles. By the 1980s, Sanchez had widened his focus to include buildings in Morocco and in other Mediterranean countries. He also found continued inspiration in the cityscapes of New York City, which became more prevalent in his works in the 1980s and 1990s. I get a very Miami vibe and Florida vibe from these particular stamps and the colorations that they've used. I can understand Caribbean as well. So let's look at these stamps individually. And I'm going to apologize for my Spanish from the very beginning. So the first is Los Todos, and this was painted in 1973. The second is Ty's Place, painted in 1976. Then we have my favorite of the stamp set because it has orange in it. This is very Moroccan to me, or Middle Eastern. And this is En El Souk, issued in 1972. And finally, we have Ventanita Entreabierta, which roughly translates to Little Window Ajar, painted in 1981. So I'll show those to you again. There's the first, there's the second, there's the third, and there's the fourth. If I didn't say, these are 4 designs. You get 5 of each design. You can see in the selvage is a picture of him and his dates, 1921 to 1999. If I had a criticism, it's just I wish they would have given some kind of biographical information either on the front or on the back, because I think unless you're within that particular artist's realm, you're not going to know necessarily who he is. But I quite like them. I have a bunch of Miami postcards that I'll be sending these out with. I think they'll go great with those. I do like them. I did not know of this artist before the stamp set was issued, but I'm glad to see the Hispanic culture once again represented in U.S. postage stamps. This is a sheet of 20. These are forever stamps, so the current retail price is $11 for the sheet. And that's all the time we're going to have for today. Have a great day, and I will talk with you tomorrow where we'll be reviewing the Yogi Berra stamp set. Bye-bye.